Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino, Tuesday, March 5th, 2024. This is my pre-market report. Sit down and relax because there is something going on here, and I know you probably already know what I'm talking about, but let's outline this right now. Me and you, again, while everybody else is sitting here fixated on what the Dow is doing and the S&P and the NASDAQ. Let them do that. Let them sit there and fixate on this out of control, freaking hyper distorted stock market. Let them do that. Because while they all do that and come up with whatever kind of conclusions that they're trying to make up regarding where the market is, you and I are watching its drivers, and that is powerful because, again, look, what is everybody doing here? What are you and me doing with regard to the entire situation? We're looking for every single piece of information so we can keep our edge. It's all about edge. You know, you're going to hear a lot of people on Wall Street, and for my fellow Wall Streeters out here, you know what I'm talking about. People talk about edge all the time. Edge. As what is edge? Edge is simply information. Who out here is able to gather the most information and put it together in a cohesive way is going to win. Period. That's why we're in the spot we're in right now, and we couldn't be better off. Now, with that, the 10-year yield today is coming down, and it's under 420 at 4.19. We were just over 4.3. Okay, this phenomenon is what you and I have expected to happen. It's not going to stop anytime soon during this selection cycle, during the faking of the market, the illusion of the market, and this presents opportunity. As I have said repeatedly, this blog is for winners. And if you're here, you're a winner in my opinion here because you get it. You understand what's happening. Not only do you understand what's happening, you're doing something about it. This is a channel for people of action. Whether you're attacking this from the betting against the debt, becoming your own central bank angle, which obviously what you should be doing, I mean, on a grand scale, staying long this stock market, watching the drivers of the market, realizing where this is going. Let me put another perspective on this for you, in case you're not aware, okay? Regardless of what thing they select to put behind the Resolute desk, especially because I believe in 2025 is where this really could start coming apart, all right? Is it possible that it goes on the way that it is? Sure it is. But we always have to be ready. We have to have the high ground. We have to always put things into a perspective as what could the worst case scenario be. Be ready for that, but at the same time, be ready to capitalize on whatever comes our way on the opposite side of that equation. And that's what we are doing here. Like I've been telling you, we're set up, you and me, okay? We have this covered from every freaking angle. Yes, we're betting against the debt, becoming our own central banks here, staying long the market, getting into other assets as well. For example, like Bitcoin. It's $68,000 here, people. And let me just say this with regard to Bitcoin. All right. Where's the top? I think it's going to scare people as to how high this is eventually going to go. Or it's going to make some other people very, very happy like me. And like you, if you are in the crypto space. I sincerely believe that you need a little bit of this stuff in your portfolio. Even just a couple of $100 worth of this stuff. Because from everything that I look at here, regardless of whether you think this is tulip mania or some other kind of delusional state, there's a huge amount of profit to be made here. And what's wrong with that? Pull your profit here. Let's say, for example, you bought now, right here at 68 grand. Let's say it doubles, which it will at one particular. You pull your profit. You put those profits towards precious metals, whatever else you freaking want to. You ride the wave on their, on their backs here. Being that you pulled profit, I mean, come on, man. It's a dream. That's kind of where I'm sitting right now. You all know that. Anyway, look, with regard to this market, there's a lot of bears crawling out of the woodwork right now. Morgan Stanley just put out another warning on the market. We've heard Morgan Stanley, this institution, has warned over and over and over about this market, and they've been wrong 100% of the time. I want you to think about that. It's astonishing to me how you can get this kind of stuff. Does this market need to drop? Absolutely. Does this market need some kind of a pullback? Absolutely. Can we bank on that happening? No. Not in this environment where the 10-year yield is dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping, because there is the key. There's the key. You know that, people. Look, again, as I said in the beginning, you got the mainstream propaganda ministry, talking heads who are reading a script. They only want you to focus on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. You cannot be made aware of what the drivers are. And the driver of this entire thing is the debt market. Now, with regard to that, no matter which freak they put behind the Resolute desk, global debt is going to skyrocket beyond anyone's wildest dreams here. There's going to be more easy money, much more easy. No matter who they put behind the Resolute desk, realize that. You're going to hear talks about corporate tax cuts, more easy money across the board, lower taxes, of course, which they all say, whether they do it or not. But again, okay, sure, it sounds great on paper, but how do we pay for all this? We can't. Who's going to make up the difference? The Federal Reserve. When you hear, if you just happen to be paying, let's just put together a scenario for you, because I'm not paying any attention to this stuff, but maybe some of you are. If you hear a particular candidate talking about cutting taxes, realize what they're actually saying. They're saying we're going to allow the Federal Reserve to inflate even more and empower the Federal Reserve more so. You have to learn to understand the language. So Creature Biden, Creature whoever they choose on the Republican side, it's more than likely going to be Trump, of course. You hear one of these things saying, we're going to cut taxes, or I'm going to cut taxes. Realize what they're saying. We can't make up the gap. Debts and deficits are going to skyrocket. So if we cut taxes, how do we cover that? We can't. So all that person is telling you, right to your face, is wait till you see how powerful I make the Federal Reserve. That's what they're saying. You can't know it, and they can't let you in on it. But that's what's going on here. It's just too simple, people. You got to understand. I was just writing stuff down here. Oceans of easy money. That's what's going to be coming here. You know, all right, let me address this too, because this is a common theme that I see a lot. Greg, the market's overvalued. How can you tell people to be long the market? Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let me say this too. When an asset is overvalued, and I'm talking about the entire stock market, which is overvalued beyond anyone's wildest dreams in this particular situation here. But again, you have to also put into perspective what's happening to the currency. It's losing purchasing power. The relationship between that, of course, inflates the market. Is the market hyperinflated? Absolutely it is, in my opinion. But that also means that it's going to remain there more than likely for the foreseeable future, as long as, again, I'm going to stipulate, as long as we see the 10-year yield coming down or remaining stable. You all know this, people. You and I, again, are not going to change our strategy to beat the system. It's been weaponized against you. It's been weaponized against me. But we can turn the tables on this entire situation. That's exactly what we're doing here. That's all we're doing here, is weaponizing the system that has been weaponized against us, back against those who are seeking to destroy us. You understand? This whole system is rigged against you, if you don't know already here. And again, not only is the economy around the world under attack by central banks, but you as well. As an individual, you have a target tattooed on your face if you're a member of the middle class. I've been telling you that for over 10 years. You can't wash it off. Is a freight train speeding at you, and you can't sidestep it. What you can try to do is take advantage of the situation that is, realizing that global debt, no matter who they put behind the Resolute desk or anywhere else, is going to hyperinflate. And that means that you need to be on the opposite side of that trade. Again, all the gold and silver haters. You saw the video I did with regard to that? Lots of gold and silver haters. Let them hate all they want. They're going to miss the boat. People are so blind, can't understand why people like you and me are betting against the debt, becoming our own central bank, holding gold, silver, my most favorite asset of all time here. They won't be able to understand it, and they can't get it. They don't realize that it's more or less of like an insurance policy in a lot of ways here. And so massively, and I cannot underscore that enough, so absolutely stunningly, shockingly undervalued by the metrics I look at, looking at Dow gold ratio, gold silver ratio, considering where global debt is going in, and the eventual, let me say this, a super meltdown in the debt market that's going to occur. A super meltdown that is going to change human history. That's how bad it's going to be. It's going to be a game changer of all time. But you and I, by just having a little bit of understanding of how the system works, again, it makes us invincible, at least from a financial standpoint. From the other side, what do we need to do, people? Love each other. Care about each other. Be charitable. Take care of ourselves. Take care of each other. All the stuff I tell you all the time. You think I say this because I think it's a nice catchphrase? No. We need each other. Period. They want to divide us. And it works. It's been working since time immemorial. Today it's the red, the blues, the Trumps, the Bidens, whatever they got, the blacks, the whites, the what God you believe in or don't believe in, whatever it might be. That's what they do. And it works. It works. And they're going to continue to push that on every single one of us. Don't fall through that trap door, people. I'm telling you right now. All right, look, this guy here loves you a lot from the heart. I mean that. I sincerely hope you got something out of this video here. Share this stuff. Get it out there. Let me hear from you. All right? Greg, you got it right. Greg, you're totally off base. It's possible. Tell me where I got it wrong. I'm willing to learn. All right? Love you a lot. See you later, 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern. And I hope to see you there.